God bless you, my YouTube friend. Today I'm gonna make the dough for the pastelillo shells, or some people call it meat patties. And we have here 2 cups of flour, all-purpose flours, and half a cup of water. And sorry, I got ahead of myself, and I added the half a teaspoon of chicken broth, and we have to mix it really good. And then we gonna do is taste it, and we have to make it a little salty because the flour is going to like suck all the flavor, and you don't want them to taste bland. So taste it, see how it is. I think it needs a little more salt, so I'm gonna put just a little bit, a dash of salt, and mix it really good to make sure that it's incorporated. And we're gonna put it to the side right now and let it melt the salt and everything, and we're gonna work with the flour. I have the 2 cups of flour, and I have here 3 teaspoons of oil. Three teaspoon, yes, of oil. If you're gonna use lard, use one. Mix it really good. You have to mix it really good. You don't want any bumps, but clean your hands good. And we're gonna make a hole in the middle, and we're gonna add the oil in there, and then we're gonna mix it really good. If, like I said, if you're gonna use lard, it's only 1 teaspoon. But if you're gonna use oil, you can use any oil you want to. Um, Make sure you incorporate really good. 3 teaspoons of oil, 1 teaspoon of lard, or tablespoon of lard, and then you're gonna mix it really good. Make sure there's no bumps, nothing in there. It has to be like all incorporated and mixed. You don't want when you take a bite out of your meat patty to be like oily. Um, so make sure that it's everything is incorporated. The oil I'm using is canola, but you can use any oil you want to or you have at home. Like I said, you can even use lard. Just make sure you incorporate, like I said, again, really good, and mix it really good. No bumps, no nothing. It has to be really mixed well. And then I want to know if you ever made it. Tell me, how did it come out, or is your recipe the same as mine? Um, I know it takes time to do this. It's a long process, but it's better than to buy it at the store. Um, I believe I'm able to make 12. I'll let you know at the end. And this is how the way it came out. Now we make sure this is completely mixed, and we are going to add it little by little to the flour. We're not going to add it all at once because we don't want it to get all sticky. So mix it well. And then we're going to do the same thing we did with the oil. Put it a little middle in the hole and start little by little. Just a little bit. Let's see how this is going to come out. And we're going to mix it. Mix it well. Remember my mom making these, and at home she made everything by hand. It's so good. And um, I don't have all her recipes. I wish I did. Let's put a little more water. Let's get the spoon out of the way. I wish I had all her recipes because I'm sure they're delicious. She's no longer able to cook for herself, and it's kind of sad. Love you, mom. Um, well, make sure you mix everything. Let's put a little bit more. Like I said, the reason we go little by little is to make sure that we don't overdo it. Let me turn on the light. I forgot to turn on the light so I can see what I'm doing. And let's put another little bit. Let's put a little bit more. And after we're done, if we need a little more, we would add extra water. And it's sticky. I hate this. Is the part that I hate, the stickiness on my fingers. But what can we do? It's a process. We have to do it. Mix it really good. It gets stuck to your fingers. I hate that. Let's put the whole thing in there and continue to mix it well. Like I said, this is so everything gets incorporated, and like you could tell, it's getting there already. I can feel it in my hands. It's just keep kneeling until everything is mixed. Okay. I hope you like this recipe. Share with your friends so they can know how to do this. Look, you can tell it's already coming out of the size. We're almost done with this part. Like I say, share with your friends so they can do them at home. You can actually make these to sell, and they're not that bad. Two cups of flours and three teaspoons of oil. It's not that bad to be able to sell them. Now, after you cleaned everything really good and disinfected, actually, I'm gonna just go ahead and continue kneading it in here. Really good, like I said. It takes time. I know it's work, but it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. They come out so good. It's better than the one you buy at the store. It's really good. They like crunchy and nice. They're not the same as the store, like I said. So just knead it as much as you can. I would say for about 5 minutes. You would knead it for about 5 minutes so everything gets incorporated. This is a good part for the kids. The kids can like take part of kneading it, so you don't have to do it. The other thing is I call it plasticina. I forgot how to say it in English, but they'll have fun doing this. You can those little things is from the chicken broth, the spices, and you can tell this is perfect. This is coming out real good. I did this recipe in Spanish. That's why I'm doing now in English so everybody can see. Um, I had some friends that asked me to make them. We're gonna let the dough rest for a while. I would say 5 to 10 minutes, and we can cover it with a plastic. Let's just find a plastic piece of plastic and cover it. If you don't have plastic, you can always use cloth or something. But we have to let it rest, the dough rest, cover it. Okay. And here we have the plastic. We're gonna cover it. We're gonna let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. And we're back. And I apologize. I actually left it for about 45 minutes. So let's see how that'll work out. Um, it's actually kind of good. Hey, it might be work better. I think I would tell you to let it rest for about 45 minutes. It's really nice. It feels good. It feels the way it should be. It's I think 45 minutes would be better than the 5 to 10 minutes. And after everything is clean and disinfected, oops, sorry, we're going to add a little bit of flour on a hard surface. Take a little bit of the dough, not too much. I think I'm taking too much, just a little bit. And I think this might be too much too. We're going to cover the rest with the plastic so it doesn't get dry. And the reason, this is too much. The reason we let it rest, sorry, this is the way it looks. We let it rest so it'll be easier to stretch. If not, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna put some on the rolling pin, and we're gonna start rolling. Um, it has to be very thin. So just roll it really as thin as you can, so it will cook perfectly. You don't want raw dough. It's not good for your stomach. So we're gonna make it very thin. And these are very flexible. When you stretch them, they're very flexible. It doesn't matter the shape because we're going to cut them into a shape. So make it, and like I said, those are the chicken broth pieces. Just keep rolling it until it is very thin. Be turning it around so it'll flatten perfectly. And I do not have a cutter, so I'm going to use this lid. I washed it really good and dry it really good, no water in it. And I'm going to use it to cut it. And it's pretty flexible. And this is perfect. So we're going to cut it. You can use any size you want to. And oh, I think I need a knife. And don't complicate yourself. If you don't have what you need, just try to come out with an idea. Like me, I don't have the cutter, so I come out with the lid. Just whatever you can get yourself at home, just don't go outside and buy one, or don't complicate your life. Okay? And let's see how it come out. It's pretty good. Nice. It feels really good and it stretches really nice. It's pretty good. I like the results. So we're gonna put them in this parchment paper or wax paper, and we're gonna continue to make the rest. Okay, this is what it looks. And this one, it looks like a bear. Doesn't it look like a bear? Look at the nose, the eye, the head. It's so cute. I just had to stop and show you this. And it came out 12. I was able, with those 2 cups of flour, came out 12. And they're very flexible. It's nice. Like I say, those little pieces are the flour from the spices. And I got my husband, he's helping me uh, fill them up. And he is going to taste them today because he's helping me. And I'm going to show you the way it is. Okay, here we go. We're using a spoon we wet the spoon. We don't put water. We just wet the spoon and to close the corners. It'll be easier. It'll stick better. And you don't have to put that much, but it's up to you. We're gonna use shrimp. I cooked the shrimp. I can leave you the link down below the shrimp recipe. But you do not have to use shrimp. You can use uh, ground beef, you can use chicken, you can use vegetables, you can use tofu. Whatever you want to use, you can use it, okay? You can also use guava paste and cream cheese. If you're going to use guava paste and cream cheese, after you cook them, you can actually sprinkle like the sugar that is really thin, powder sugar, to make it taste like a dessert. They're really good like that too. We're gonna close them, and it's kind of hard because the shrimps are kind of thick, and you can see it's coming out. We're gonna close them the best we can, and then we are going to use a fork to close the corners. Here we go. It should be better to go both sides. If you can't, the other side's fine, but you don't want it to open when you're frying them. Also, if the dough breaks with a fork or it just breaks, you just use a little bit of water on that area and stick it together, and it will hold. The dough is very flexible, and this is the way it looks. And now we are going to fry them, and I'm going to show you how to fry them too. Aren't they beautiful? So we're going to heat up the oil. I have it on high, but remember, you have to control that oil to make sure you don't burn them. Right now I have them on high, and this is the way they look. I have more. I came out with 12. So I'm going to take a piece of the dough that I was using and put it in there. No, this oil is not bubbling enough, so we're going to wait. It has to be hot. Let's try it again. See all, I don't know if you can see all the bubbles that's coming out. That's what we're looking for. And we're going to start frying them. Get this out. We're going to put them in. Oh, they're getting stuck to the spatula. Okay, here we go. And we're going to fry them. I have 3 in here. And I like turning them constantly so they don't burn. Just very careful because you know the oil splatters, it jumps, and you don't want to get burned. if you want the yellow color which the meat patties normally have, you can add an annatto or a little bit of sazon and in the incorporated in the dough, and that will work. It'll give you the color. Okay, to me it doesn't matter. You can tell it's getting the color I want. You see at the end they'll look yellow anyway. And we're gonna make sure that they are fried correctly because you don't want any raw dough. And control the um, heat. I have it on high right now. Be checking, be looking to make sure they're not burning, and still have it on high. See, that's the way we're looking. That's the color we're looking. Look how beautiful they look. To me, the color don't matter. Some people they do. They want that yellow color. It really don't matter to me as long as they taste good. Mm. And we're going to taste them once they're cold because it's oil. Remember, you don't want to taste them while they're still hot. When you turn them, make sure you turn them away from you like this so the oil don't splatter at you. Don't turn them towards you because you don't want to get burned. Make sure they're always turned the other way, like that, away from you. Okay? And don't let the children close to them. Okay, here we go. We're going to get them out. Sorry about the noises. There's people, cars are going by and motorcycles. Be careful. We're just going to get the extra oil out. And we're going to put the rest in there. I'm going to put the oil in the spatula to see if they won't stick when yeah, much better. And we're going to cook them. The oil is too hot, so I'm going to bring it down because I don't want them to burn. And as soon as I put them in, I'm going to turn them because the oil was too hot. And I'll be turning them constantly so they don't burn. And this is the way they look. Oops, I almost knocked down one. Aren't they beautiful? And we're going to fry these three. You just fry them until you see the color, the right color. And this is the right color. And my husband is going to cut them for us. Um, if you have extras, just put them in parchment paper, put them in plastic bags, and mark them and put them in the freezer. And you can take them out, defreeze them, and cook them anytime you want to. I made a mistake and almost cooked them all. We're gonna start by tasting them and see how they in with a cup of coffee. They are good. You saw the way we made them by hand. All you have to do is follow the recipe, and you'll see it'll come out good. So let's cut them in half. And he's gonna tell me, and I'll tell you what do they taste like. And I think he liked them. He said they're very delicious. He hasn't taste a better ones. I hope he's telling me the truth. And he liked the flaky of them, and he likes the flavor of chicken broth on the dough, and that he really likes them. I think he's licking his fingers, so he must like them. um, I hope you really like this recipe. Share with your friends so they know how to make them. Um, you can see them inside, how nice they look and how crunchy they look on the outside and soft on the inside. Um, just have them with anything you want. You don't have to use shrimp, like I said before. Um, well, if you liked it, subscribe, send to your friends, share so they'll be able to make them. And I hope you have a wonderful evening and bon appetit. God bless you.